Hello and welcome back to our Let's Play of Oxygen Not Included, episode 17. Last episode we outlined where our ranches were going to go and sort of this gas reservoir system. This area right here I'm probably going to use to hook up to this gas reservoir system and filter everything that isn't oxygen out, and then this will pump out through the rest of our base. For this episode though, I think we're going to focus a little bit more on getting these cool slush geysers online. That seems to be a higher priority. Supplies of cool water are quite valuable, and getting them started sooner rather than later is always a nice thing. We are still working on getting more clay turned into ceramic here for the insulation that we're going to need, because I do want this insulated ultimately. I don't want it just bleeding out cold everywhere. That can get a little bit problematic. I like to control how that's working. So, one of the things I think we want to do is we want to just sweep out all this area before it becomes just a freezing cold area. And in order to do that, is that high enough priority? Probably so. In order to do that, I think I want to plan out a little bit more about how this area is going to work. So, we have these germy areas which are a little bit problematic for us, but I think we just need to dig through them. It's not going to be that big of an issue. We don't have huge problems with the way that our polluted oxygen is setting up. So let's do something like this. Dig down here and make our way across over here. Something like that. We're going to crack into this vacuum over here, and then we are going to turn a lot of this polluted oxygen into oxygen, so that way we can work down here a little bit more. We're probably going to set up just like a drop area here between these two cool slush geysers and have our pumps and whatnot be right here. I believe that is the plan. We can also have it be a sort of flatter area. I wouldn't mind that. I think that's what we're going to go for, and we can set up just sort of like an industrial area beneath it or to the side. Both would work just fine. I think keeping this stairwell free is going to be rather nice. Like having it be able to go straight down is going to be good. Research. What are we going to work on now? Jetpacks. Get everything towards jetpacks. I'm just picking something that'll have the researchers busy for a while. It's not actually that important that we get jetpacks right away. They're nice to have, but not at all critical to what we're doing here. So, have you cannot do any science stuff at all, can you? Okay. Let's just have you do something easy like groundskeeper for now. That'll get them more strength. More strength means more carrying capacity. More carrying capacity means fewer trips. Means they just end up working a lot faster. It's not as good as courier, but it's fine. Alright. Cracked into this vacuum. And now, let's go the rest of the way. And set up some oxygen deodorizers here. Maybe that's what we use this water for. We just start working on this. I wouldn't mind that. Alright. Let's dig out to, say, through here. Plumbing. Set ourselves up a pitcher pump. Right there's fine. Perfect. Alright, so how are we doing on food? We still have a lot of sleet wheat grains. Let's queue up 10 more frost buns. So the oxygen situation has become less good as we've greatly expanded things out, but we're still doing fine. We are going to need to turn this stuff back on, it looks like. Or just expand it. We also just have this that we need to set up at some point. Yeah. Once it gets to 70 degrees, I'll have no qualms about turning it into oxygen. Until then, I don't really want to create heat through that process when I'm already doing just fine. It's possible we just want to pump it out into the reservoir that we're going to create for this water right here. Oh. Let's make it a ladder. Yeah, make it igneous rock. Something fell. We lost access. Oh, because we dug out through under here. Yep. All right. Perfect. So, how are we coming along temperature-wise? 37 degrees, 38. Slowly but surely getting this under control. Once we get it down to, say, 30, I think we're going to be perfectly happy sealing it up, turning it into a ranch. Moving these Wheezeworts probably to some sort of oxygen production over here. On the good news, because we mined out a large area, we've sort of relieved the pressure, and now we have the chlorine back where we want it. Which means it's disinfecting this whole area quite nicely. There we go. All right. New duplicants available. None of them have diver's lungs. Get them all out of here. All right. This is emitting steam, sort of. We complete our research. Almost have all this done. This water here. In fact, maybe we just mop it up. Deconstruct this. Ooh, we need to put the door there. There we go. Alright. So, let's work on creating this reservoir. Let's get our deodorizers up and running first. What's in the area? Igneous rock? Sure. Igneous rock is good. Oxygen, deodorizer, igneous rock. Perfect. Alright. So we're going to get some oxygen for us to work with here. With these deodorizers, we're going to crack in here. We're going to start setting all this up. There's no germ situation here at the moment, so I think we're fine on that end. We just want to eventually turn all this into oxygen, that way we don't end up with a germ situation. We also do need to set up our thistle reed farm. At some point. Thimblereed. There we go. I know I had the name wrong. The Thimblereed farm will let us get our decor up, which means we're going to be able to have less stress, support people at higher job positions. No sleet wheat grain. Alright, that's fine with me. I don't really like these Drecos wandering around in this area, but it's fine. We're not desperate for the food at this moment. This we can all deconstruct, really. Plumbing overlay. I don't think I want to deconstruct this pipe just yet, because we probably will be using it for things. Yeah, I think we hold on to that for the moment. Well, I do kind of want to deconstruct just this part right here. So, let's deconstruct these right here. We'll deconstruct that. And then we are going to deconstruct all of this, all of this. And we're going to set up a liquid bridge here. Yeah, this sounds good. Okay. So let's, now that we have these all ready and raring to go, let's mine out this. We're going to work on getting all of our reservoirs set up here, I think. We're going to want a number of pumps to pump out the water. More than one for sure. It's a question of how kind of large we want to end up making this area. Oh yeah, get that oxygen. Alright, so might as well set up a couple more deodorizers. That way I can open up more of this area, go faster. Let's just set ourselves up a bit of scaffolding here. Nice. Still pumping out tons of ceramic. Yeah, that's good. That's going to be very useful. I think we actually want to start considering where we're going to set up sort of the bottom of our base. Where do we want the bottom to be? I think maybe we just want the bottom to be right here. That seems fair to me. We'll have this abyssalite to help out. And we'll just basically lock a lot of these gases that we don't care for down here. We will need to set up some way to airlock our way in, but that's not a huge deal. We can set it up over here. Yeah, that seems like it'd be fine. Alright. So we have our kilns going. Let's in fact work a little bit on that. Dig out through here. Will this hydrogen mess with anything in my base? Probably not in a huge way. Yeah, it's fine. Let's dig out here. More research complete. They're always so happy when research completes. Big fans of science, these ones. Alright. We'll dig out this area as well. Decent amount of clay left to work with. Alright, so bottom of our base we're going to set up as right here. Yeah, that sounds good. So let's start getting some insulated ceramic tile down. We have this abyssalite, which will act as a perfect insulator over here, which is fine. I think we're going to set up an airlock right here. And where do we want the top of our base to be? Okay. Top of our base could probably extend all the way to here just fine. think I'd be fine with that. Let's get something like this built. More insulated tile, ceramic. There we go. Then we'll end up extending it along here. All right. Need a little bit more oxygen though. All right, so possible we just want to use this area here. These algae terrariums are still cranking along. Yeah, I think maybe we set up just another oxygen area down here. Or we just finally get this online. That wouldn't be bad either. We want something though, don't we? Alright, so I want to kind of flood this with water and have the algae terrariums work that way. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to... this is a little tricky. Dig down like this. Maybe not. How do I want to tackle this? Because I kind of want to do the same trick that I did up here, which is just let this water pour onto the algae terrariums and save my dupes a lot of time pumping this stuff, which is not a super good use of their time. I also kind of don't want to use up this carbon dioxide. Doesn't seem that important to me that I do that. So where do we want to set things up though? There's still so much oxygen here. It's just a matter of having it diffuse down. We could just replace some of the tiles with airflow tiles, and that might get the job done. What to do? I think maybe we just set up a large area down here. That seems safe-ish. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. Dig out an area like this. We'll probably replace this with a little bit of tile. And set up another line of algae terrariums down here. I think that's the plan. This will also just give the carbon dioxide some place to go, which should help as well. Ooh, I also still want to get to this neural vacillator. There's lots of coal. It's just a matter of getting it down here. Slowly but surely. It's really just a matter of getting this oxygen to diffuse down here, isn't it? We have a lot of it up here. These deodorizers are still cranking full speed. But it's not like we're short on the resources to make a second one of these as well, so... I still don't want to consume the carbon dioxide, though, because I ultimately just want to pump that down to the petroleum oil biome. Okay. Have a good amount of oxygen here that we can work with, so let's just focus on this for a moment. I would like insulated tile. We're short on ceramic. I think igneous rock is good enough, though, here. This is probably a mistake to make this ceramic. Igneous rock is enough, because we don't mind if it's just a little bit cooling off the other areas. We could set up something like this. We, in fact, could have, like, a tunnel through here. Just have mesh tiles up here. Actually seems kind of reasonable. Yeah, we'd have a set of mesh tiles here, a set of mesh tiles here. Or just really just a couple mesh tiles here. And then mesh tiles here. Is it important to bridge to here, though, in any way? It does mean we can have just like a large area, though, and not worry that we're blocking our movement from somewhere. Oh, there's another cold biome here. And one here. Alright. I think we're going to cut the episode here, and I'm going to have to think about this a little bit. Just basically spend the past 5 minutes hemming and hawing about how we're going to set up this situation down here with these two amazing cool slush geysers. But let me give myself some time to think, and when I come back in the next episode, I'll probably have a plan for what exactly we're going to do. Alright, I'm going to cut things here, and I'll see you next time.